Hi, my name's David Houston, and at present I'm the finance officer for the Rio Grande Valley wing of the Commemorative Air Force. We have a flying museum located in Brownsville at the Brownsville South Padre Island International Airport. Well, we are an historical organization. We think it's very important to remind young and old alike of the lessons of history. We know that freedom isn't free. Events of the past few years have really brought that home to each and every one of us. But this museum exists so that we can help remind succeeding generations of the price that our forefathers paid for our freedom. Specifically, the war in Europe and in the South Pacific. So the Commemorative Air Force exists to do that. This particular airplane I'm standing in front of is an extremely rare aircraft. It's a British Moth Miner. You'll notice that the wings fold up so that it makes it a little easier to store. This airplane is made out of wood and has a very, very old engine. Now, in typical British fashion, just like they drive on the wrong side of the road, their engines run backwards, which makes it very interesting for landings and takeoffs because the torque is opposite of what most of us pilots are used to. The airplane I'm standing in front of now is a 1937 Focke-Wulf 44 built by the Germans prior to World War II. It's the rarest airplane we have in the hangar and the one of which we are the most proud. To our knowledge, this is the only flying FW-44 anywhere. And our airplane flies regularly. As a matter of fact, we have a couple of aircraft sponsors who will be flying it pretty much any weekend that the weather's nice. We take it to air shows, and we're extremely proud of this rare example. One of the easiest airplanes we have to fly in our hangar is our Fairchild PT-26. Fairchild built this aircraft as a primary trainer. That is, guys learned how to fly in this airplane. One of the things that makes it easy to fly is the long wingspan, the gear that's far apart, the fact that it has a long fuselage, and it's got plenty of power for what it needs to do. The Ryan is also a primary trainer. It's a PT-22, and just like the PT-26 was the easiest airplane to fly in our hangar, this old PT-22 is the most difficult. It's very, very squirrely on the ground. You'll notice it has a very, very narrow landing gear. It has short wings. It's nose heavy. It has a short fuselage, and it can be very dangerous if not handled properly. So it's only flown by guys that have a lot of time in tail draggers, and particularly in the PT-22. The plane I'm sitting in right now is a 1943 PT-17 made by Boeing. Its civilian designation was a Stearman. Many of them were used for crop dusters, but this one wasn't. It was used to train pilots for the Navy during World War II. It's my personal favorite because it's my airplane, and I enjoy flying it a lot. We take it to air shows and fly around Brownsville and the whole valley regularly. After an exciting day in our museum, what better way to end the day than to come into our lounge and have a cool beverage? We're very proud of our little lounge here. We have a kind of an interesting atmosphere, a lot of models and pictures and stuff on the wall. Plus, we have a beautiful view of the flight line. See airplanes land and take off. It's a nice, cozy, quiet little place to be.
History comes alive at the Rio Grande Valley Wing Commemorative Air Force Museum. Thank you, David Houston.